Good morning. Day 4.
Yes.
Day 3 in Death Valley itself, but
yes.
Day 4. Sunrise, and we went mud crack chasing.
Yes, we did.
And we had a fabulous morning mud crack chasing. We had a decent sunrise. I'd give it a
not a lot of
5.
clouds.
I'd give it a 5.
Bit.
There was some nice pinks and just a few clouds that added a little bit of drama. Really cool foreground elements here. We both took some photos.
Yes.
And more importantly, I was able to scout some additional locations to come back here because I just found some mud crack awesomeness here. So I know that we will be back to this location at some time. Today, the big thing today is we are now going to make the journey or attempt to make the journey out to the racetrack, which kind of I don't know how bad the road really is. A lot of people really complain about the 27 miles of washboarded and rough roads.
Yes.
I did make sure that our rental has a full-size spare. It's one of the reasons I upgraded to a full-size. And the tools and everything to change at least a spare tire. If we blow a tire, it will probably be my abort, unless we are like a mile from the exit. But
we might just park and walk.
Yeah, that's another good point too, is just wait. That way we can save that tire for our way back. So anyway, I don't know how much we'll update. Probably some B-roll on the journey, because this is a really cool place, absolutely worthy of it. Here comes our images of this location, and we will see you
later
at the racetrack. Here we go.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be, life with no distractions. We'll get away, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, down with my own doubts. Be free with me. Be free. Be free with me. Be free. Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out, down with my own doubts. Be free with me. Be free. Be free with me. Be free.
All right, well, we made it to Racetrack Playa. The drive wasn't quite as bad as I thought it would be until the very end.
After
basically, from the grandstand to the far south end where we have parked, that was pretty rowdy. It was very washboarded, but it wasn't too bad. There are some sharp rocks that you definitely have to watch out for, but really not too horrible. I have already set up one tripod. We still have several hours, or at least a few hours, until sunset time with a little more horizontal light anyway. So I think we're gonna go back to the truck, SUV, whatever you want to call it, have a little snack and kind of wait. I have 2 tripods with me, so if I see something else I may set another one up to kind of hold on. This is Saturday, so as we've been in here, there's a lot more vehicles showing up, so I'm kind of staking my composition with a tripod and leaving it in place. Hopefully that works and people honor it. But yeah, we'll see. Looking forward to it. This is a really, really cool place.
Yep.
All right, well, great time here. We ended up spending, we waited around a few hours. We scouted, looked at a couple of different things, so we were ready to go. I won't lie to you, I struggled just a little bit with the actual photos because I really felt like I couldn't see the tracks that the rocks were moving in with harsh light, and I thought, I bet that gets better when they're in shade and the light's off of them, but it didn't. It still was pretty tough to see, and I struggled to get a camera angle that I felt like accentuated them the best while keeping some sort of composition or balance to the background. In fact, one photo that I think, at least on the back of my camera, is my favorite for now is just a rock, and I left everything else out and hopefully just the texture. And right now I'm thinking black and white, but we'll see when I get back to the computer and get to edit it. Baby blue skies, no drama, nothing really fancy, but I'm really happy that we made it out here. It's definitely, I can call this a check mark on the bucket list, and I don't think I would have felt complete with the visit to Death Valley if we hadn't made it here, so I'm happy I am. So now just fingers crossed, no tire issues on the way out, because I know we're going to be wrapping up here and very much in the dark. So I'm going to keep this video going. As soon as I shut up, I'll show you the photos that I liked from here, and then I will see you tomorrow morning for sunrise location, which I am not sure exactly where that is. So I'll see you then. Well, welcome to day 4 in the park, day 5 of this trip. And I come to you from exactly where I started this video. We're actually back where we scouted, back at the mud cracks for sunrise. And then it was a brisk morning this morning.
Yes.
But it's supposed to be nearly 70 today.
Yes.
So the good light, or what was going to be, I think, the good light with sunrise is now past us. I really like some of these images that I just took down here from the scouted locations. I'll share those with you, and it's one of those you can kind of see the difference between having the opportunity to scout and then just making it up as you go. Where we're off to now, we're not quite sure. We're walking back to the vehicle, and I think we're thinking about heading over to the sand dunes. The sand dunes are kind of awesome, but it's not photography, or it's not really anything that I get super motivated from all the time. But I also feel like it's something that, I don't know how to explain it.
You're here.
I'm here, so I want to go there. I want to take some photos, but they're not something I'm super excited about. What else? Then I think we're going to go do some scouting by the salt, not the salt flats, but heading out to
near Salt Creek.
Near Salt Creek, heading out yesterday to go to where'd we go yesterday? The racetrack playa. Heading out there, I could see these little runs in the water in the salt. I have no idea how muddy that'll be, but even from the road, I sort of liked it. But it looks like an area that's going to need some prep. So I'm going to do that. If you haven't noticed already, this trip is very much a photography-based trip. Again, it was supposed to be a photography workshop, and that's sort of the attitude we're carrying in here, other than we've added a little bit of our typical exploring, hiking flair that we probably wouldn't have got as much into had we stayed a part of that workshop. So, yeah, photography for us, it's not all, I know it's a big part of my channel, but the motivation behind it is seeking that photo is two things. One, it's the motivation to get out there. And then two, it's the documentation of our time here. If you're coming out to take a photo, unless you've got a whole bunch of time, I would say support a photographer. If you're looking just for a print of Death Valley, go to Mike and Chris Perea's website. Go to someone that does a lot of photography here a lot. I guarantee you they've got that epic sky, epic location, and they've really invested the time. It's worth it. For us, It's more about doing the best I can do with the conditions that we had when we were here.
Yeah.
And I like that. I like that little challenge. And even if it's not that epic photo, it's our epic photo. It means more to us because it's our trip. So I guess what I'm saying to all of that in this long-winded rant I'm having now is get out there and make your own memories. If photography gets that for you, if it's hiking, if it's cycling, if it's whatever gets you out and exploring, do it. And I'll shut up and see you at the sand dunes. All right, well, we are kind of on the backside now of the Mesquite Flat sand dunes. Took a few images over here. What's cool is today's pretty still, but we've had some really windy days the last couple of days. So this has almost had a total reset with a lot of little ripples in the dunes, which is pretty awesome. So these dunes on this backside are a lot smaller. So I don't think they get trafficked as much either. So anyway, I took some photos. Again, sand dunes are something that it's easy to be abstract, I think. I don't mean to make fighting words, but I think it's easy to do an abstract photo in sand. I think it takes a lot of work compositionally, and not only a lot of work just to put something together compositionally, I think it takes a lot of work to walk, because every sand dune you're standing at, the next one's the one.
Better.
The next one's the one where the image that you want. So I'm not playing that game here. I took some images. I'm pretty happy with them. I am going to go over to the main entrance for Mesquite, the Mesquite Flat sand dunes, just because they're much larger, and there was also some kind of dead trees, some cottonwood trees and stuff in it, and I'm a sucker for a dead tree. So I'm going to go see if I can do something over there. It's almost midday sun now. I mean, it's only like 9-10 o'clock, but the sun's about as high as it's going to get. It's right square in front of me, which is why I'm kind of squinting. But because it's winter and the days are so short, it stays low enough that there's always that nice contrasty side light on the dunes as long as you're willing to walk to it. So that's why I thought this would be a good post-sunrise place to visit. So we're going to head over to the other pile now, or the other group of sand dunes, and see what I can score over there. Here we go. Well, as you can see from the B-roll, we kind of gave up on the sand dunes. I just wasn't feeling it. When I got back over to the larger sand dunes, it was just, even though they had just been reset with the wind, there was foot track. I could just see them before I even got out. They were just footprints everywhere, and I just wasn't feeling an image enough that made it worth removing all of them. So I didn't. We jumped back on the road, not sure where we were going, and then we took the first right, heading south. And here we are at Salt Creek.
Salt Creek,
a little boardwalk. You've seen some of that in the B-roll. And I can't tell you how neat this is. This is a really neat little walk. Super quiet. We're the only ones back here. This is a Sunday. That's another reason I kind of ditched the dunes, was it was just going crazy. It was very busy with people, but there's no one here. I mean, this is we have the whole place completely to ourselves. It's eerily quiet, other than just now, just a wee bit of breeze. But yeah, super nice little walk on the boardwalk. Just me and the action camera, so no pictures from here, but who knows where we're headed next. Okay, so quick update. We ended up taking a little bit of a nap after that little walk down the, what was that boardwalky thing?
Salt Creek.
At Salt Creek. And then we've been just driving around and exploring. You just saw some B-roll from Artist Drive and Artist Palette. I have a pretty good idea of where I want to go there. And now we took the West Side Road into the basin, or we're trying to get down to kind of the salt flats in the basin from the back side, hopefully to less imposed upon area. But I'm running a little bit late now. It's a good huff from this side, which is why I'm moving somewhat briskly. So we'll see. This could be a giant flop, or it could be awesome. We'll find out. You've seen the images from here. We took a gamble, and it's not definitely not. I didn't get what I thought I was going out to get. We did find some cool stuff though. I ended up finding some different kind of cracks than what I'm used to, and kind of shaped like a, almost like a daisy petal or something, yeah. That I put in the foreground, which I like quite a bit. Sky gods weren't really forest. I think the neat thing that I couldn't quite sort out how to use, not knowing where the sky was going to go, and it was on the edge of being muddy, was there was some salt crystals forming around some little lumps, and they were kind of, they looked like little crystals or spider webs almost, hairs kind of coming off of it. So I like that quite a bit. So anyway, hopefully you did as well. You've now seen it all, and honestly, I know this has been a long video with me running my mouth a lot, so I'm wrapping this one up. We're gonna rejoin. We know we're going for sunrise in the salt flats tomorrow morning. We're gonna go down there, figure that out. We're gonna go back to Artist Palette. We got a couple other tricks up our sleeve for the next video, so please join us. Give me with a like, hit me with a subscribe. If you think someone else that you know would enjoy my videos, please share. Help me grow. And I'll see you next time. Thanks for following along. Bye-bye.